Hi everyone, it's Martin from Flicking Feathers. Today I'm going to be tying another bonefish fly for you, and this is a Slamaroo. It's quite a simple fly, but worth tying some up, I think. So I'm going to tie this in a size 6, but you can tie them, in sizes to suit where you fish, anything from a 1 or 2 to about an 8. So I'm just going to start some tan thread. Just flat wax nylon, and then I'm going to tie in my eyes. You can use bead chain, or I'm using just small lead dumbbells, but it's up to you where you're going to be fishing it. Think about the depth and the current that you're expecting. If it's really skinny water, then you're just going to want some maybe some medium bead chain will be enough. As long as you've got enough weight to get get your fly on the deck, within a couple of seconds, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the tail and body is crystal flash. I'm just using plain pearl here because I'm tying a sort of light coloured one, but the original calls for Oliver Grey, I think. So I've tied in the crystal flash like this, right? So I'm leaving the tag ends quite long. They're going to form the tail, and I've just got about half a dozen strands. I'm just going to quickly run my thread back to I'm just going round the bend and no more, and then I'll bring my thread back up to in front of the dumbbells. At this stage, I like to get a bit of super glue and just stick it in the eyes, and just drop a wee bead onto the shank of the hook as well. This just helps, add a bit of durability as you wind the crystal flash over it. So I've taken these other ends of my crystal flash and I'm winding them back to where the tail tie-in point is, and I actually take a turn slightly further back than my thread wraps. Just to make sure the thread's completely hidden, and then wind it back up and secure. Just trim away the waste, and you want quite a short tail, so I'll just come in and I'll trim that. Just a bit of a gap, a hook gape in length or thereabouts. So the wing of this fly is made up of two different sets of rubber leg, basically, or Sili Leg. So the first is I'm using tan Sili Legs, and I'm using 3 strands. Right. So I've got 3 strands of my script material. Obviously depending on the size of fly you're tying, you'll be using more or less. If you were down at an 8, you'd probably only want 2. Going up to a size 2 or something, you're probably going to want 4 strands. So I've just folded the Sili Legs over my thread like that, and I'm going to pull them straight up, and then take the thread back to just behind the dumbbell eyes and just figure eight it. I mean, they're locked in, they're not going to go anywhere. The next set of legs is just natural rubber, or you can use white. Again, it's a sort of it gives a bit of contrast to the tan Sili Legs. So it's just natural latex. You see, it's that sort of pale tan colour. So, and then I just do the exact same. I fold it over my thread, pull it straight up, and then tie back. And to add a bit of an accent, I'm going to just stretch the rubber, only the rubber, and just come in with a brown pen and put some barring on it, and at the point that I'm going to cut the leg, just these will be like the tip of the legs. I'm just going to give it a sort of red spot as well. Which is, this is why you need to use rubber instead of silicone. Obviously you can suit yourself with the colours, depending on where you're going to be fishing it. And then, you could tie pinks or a bit darker. So I'm just going to come in and sort of trim the leg material so it's all sort of roughly even. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect. And then the last bit of tying is just to build up the head, and I'm just using some ultra chenille and tan. Just catch it down. And then the first wrap, I like to go, if possible, I like to go behind the, you're supposed to, you need to go behind the wing to lift it, right, so it doesn't lie like along the pearly body, and then just, you can come up and get a turn in front, and that'll sort of contain those legs a bit, and then just figure eight the chenille through the eyes, through those dumbbells, just to build up a nice little sort of Nice little ball, like you would if you were tying a bonefish puff. Then pull that back and put a few turns in front of it. And then trim it away. Nice and neat. And that's basically it. Just finish it. I mean, you don't need to worry too much about this. It's sort of almost invisible because of the chenille. There you have it. Slamaroo. Good little leggy bonefish ply. See there. Fish's hook point up. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did or if you didn't, please leave some comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks a lot guys, bye.